September is recognized as National Literacy Month. On today's show, we'll discuss two literacy programs that go a long way toward improving literacy in Pinellas County. Shanielle Johnson will talk with us about a program called HIPPY, and Sophia Byard is here to tell us about a program called L.I.F E. Welcome.
Thank you.
One of our top priorities at JWB, it's one of our three areas of focus, is school readiness, and the HIPPY program fits into that very nicely, Shanielle. What does HIPPY stand for, first of all?
HIPPY is the acronym for Home Instructions for Parents of Preschool Youngsters.
As the name suggests, parents are a key component to this. It's in the title. Can you explain the role more specifically that parents play in the HIPPY program? We
know that parents are the primary educator of the child. So with the HIPPY program, we ask our parents to do the activities with the child. We give the activities to the parent, ask them to role play the activities with the child that we give them.
How is the HIPPY program delivered?
The HIPPY program is delivered through home visitors. Home visitors visit the parents in the home once a week, and they role play the activities with the parent. And then we ask the parent to spend 15 to 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week with their child with the activities that we give them.
So they sort of have homework, if you will, in the off time.
Exactly.
Okay. And are they kind of graded? Do your home visitors come back and ensure that that work has been done?
Exactly. We go the following week and we role play a new week's activity, and we collect the pull page from the week before. And what we see is a progression throughout the weeks. You know, sometime in the beginning they're not making a straight line or something, or they're not coloring, or they're not completing activities. And towards the end of the curriculum, the end of the 30 weeks, we see a progression with the child and the parent.
So you're really tracking that progression very closely.
Exactly.
What are the eligibility criteria to be involved in the HIPPY program?
Well, the parent or guardian have to reside within Pinellas County, and they have to have a child aged 3 or 4 years old.
Start to finish, how long does the HIPPY program last?
Well, we're a year-long program. Our curriculum is 30 weeks of curriculum, and after the 30 weeks we have a full graduation ceremony where our kids dress up in caps and gowns. It's a formal ceremony. We have a keynote speaker, our kids perform, we give out diplomas, and we give out special recognitions.
We've seen some of the pictures from some of those graduation ceremonies, and they're really great.
Yes.
Another JWB board priority is what we call school success. L.I.F.E. is influential here. Sophia, what does L.I.F.E. stand for?
L.I.F.E. stands for Literacy is for Everyone.
So the L.I.F.E. program works with older kids than the HIPPY kids.
That is correct.
Okay. What does it mean when we say the L.I.F.E. program is community-based?
Community-based means that this program is offered throughout the community, and it's offered at several different locations: North County, Mid County, and South County. It's not something that you just get in school, it's something that you can get in your local neighborhoods.
Now, and that's what we mean when we say community-based,
yes.
Really. Tell us about After the Bell.
After the Bell is a program geared for students who are on level. They may be slightly below, but pretty much on level and even above level. It's geared to help students to maintain and also to excel in those areas of literacy, such as oral fluency, phonemic awareness, and comprehension.
Now, is this something kids can go to after school every day?
Most places, yes, but they average between 3 to 4 days. Some programs do offer it 5 days a week.
Describe for me the kind of student in a little more detail that you're looking to target After the Bell towards.
After the Bell, we're looking for our elementary and middle school students. That's specifically the age group we're looking for, 1st grade through 7th grade.
Walk me through an After the Bell class. How would that go?
Okay, if a student were to come in, the first thing that would happen would they would be an assessment so that we could determine what level the student was on. Based on that assessment, we would then provide curriculum, and the student would come in for about 45 minutes. You would have whole class instruction. You would have where they would work in pairs, and then you would also have individual time where they would work individually on an assignment, a reading assignment, and then come back together as a whole class before the class was over.
Talk to me a little bit more about the corrective reading piece.
The corrective reading program is designed for students who are struggling. The program itself is designed for students who are 3 grade levels below. So 4th grade through adult, because it does go all the way up through high school. And it is for those who are seriously lacking, and it focuses more specifically on their oral fluency, their comprehension. We want to focus on those areas because normally, and also vocabulary, because if the student doesn't have a good grasp on vocabulary and what the words mean, then when they're reading, they're very slow, they're very meticulous, and they lose the meaning. So it's very, very focused on that, and it's in about an hour long.
Time for just a couple more questions. Tell me a little bit more about those sessions and what they're like.
The sessions tend to be in a group of 10 if you're in corrective reading. I mean, you'll have about 9 other peers along with yourself. And then after the bell, there's about 15 kids in those classrooms. Corrective reading is direct instruction, meaning very more teacher or directed. And after the bell is a little more interactive, where you get the teacher, but you also get a little bit more freedom to kind of show what you know, and also express, some of the other things that you want to know about reading.
Shaniel was telling us a little bit about in the HIPPY program how they're tracking how folks are doing. Do you do something similar? We have a pre-assessment and a post-assessment. The pre-assessment tells us where they are in the beginning, and the post-assessment explains to us how far they've come since they started. They also have the key components during the curriculum that we give every about 4 to 6 weeks to assess what the child has learned during that session. What are the eligibility criteria for the L.I.F.E program? Live in Pinellas County, and that's it. That's it.
That's
excellent.
It.
Well, thanks to both of you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The HIPPY program and L.I.F.E programs offer a literacy boost to children from 3 years old all the way up to adults. To find out more about the HIPPY program for preschoolers, call 727-490-2000. To learn more about the Literacy is for Everyone program, call 727-533-0730 and ask for the literacy specialist.